Is having a job just a waste of your life? Waking up early, doing the same thing every day, waiting for the weekend just to do it all over again, it feels like a waste. But what if that feeling is actually misleading? Because if you look back at history, this idea makes no sense at all. For most of human existence, people didn't question work. They couldn't. If you didn't work, you didn't eat. You had to hunt your food, grow your crops, take care of your animals, make repairs on your hut or whatever kind of shelter you had. Every day, your survival depended on effort, and no one sat there thinking, wow, this is such a waste of time. Because it wasn't. It was obvious. Work meant survival. So, what changed? Why does work feel so pointless today when it never did before? Well, here's the thing. Today, most of people don't see the result of their work. You don't hunt your food. You don't build your shelter. You sit in front of a screen. You make calls. You send emails. And at the end of the month, you get money. And that's where the disconnect begins. Because money is just a middle step. You're still working for food. You're still working for shelter. You just don't see it anymore. In the past, you worked, you got your food. Now, you work, you get your money, then you buy food. Same outcome, but completely different feeling. And that's the real problem. It's not that work became useless. It's that work became invisible, disconnected, or abstract. You don't see what you're building. You don't feel the result of your effort. So your brain starts asking, what's the point of this? And that's when work starts to feel like a waste of time. But here's the truth. You're not trying to escape work. You're trying to escape meaningless work. Because even today, you cannot escape work. If you quit your job and became, let's say, an influencer, that is still work, just in a different form. Or if you became an investor, that is still working with money and mind instead of with your hands, but it's still work. But let's say you quit all forms of work and became like a government sponge. Someone still has to work for you to get paid. If everyone quit working altogether, everything would fall apart, right? Someone still has to grow the food. Someone still has to build the houses. Someone still has to keep everything running. A world without work isn't freedom, it's collapse. So no, having a job is not a waste of time. What is a waste of time is doing something every day that feels completely pointless to you. That's the difference. So if your mindset is, well, my job really is pointless. It has no meaning. What I'm doing is a waste of time. And there is no possibility of promotion, right? If you have these ideas, I implore you to reconsider. I implore you to put yourself in the hunter-gatherer's frame of mind and think, what are you doing? You're trying to hunt for food, right? You're trying to survive. This is your job. It's just you don't have a spear and you're not running around naked. But you're doing better off than a hunter-gatherer. You have clothes on. You don't have to stress and worry every day if you're gonna make the kill. You just have to show up at work and do whatever pointless, meaningless task you might be doing. But that's how you earn your living. That's how you're surviving. So it's not really a waste of time if you change your way of thinking. Humans were never meant to avoid effort. We were meant to see the meaning in it. And maybe that's what's missing today. Not less work, but work that actually feels real. Because in the end, it was never about escaping work. It was about understanding why you're doing it.